allow the two
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Mayegun diary, diary politico. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ àjò. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìí yẹn. Máyégún máa wí. Àníyàn sọ̀rọ̀ àjò. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àníyàn sọ̀rọ̀ àjò. Máyégún ti dé.
Hello there, brethren. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is Mayegun live. Thank you very much for joining me, brethren. Remember, after reading the caption of the broadcast, please do read the description of the broadcast as well. Then like it, hear it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Yeah, tell them to join us. Mayegun today, and Mayegun is live. So tonight, we are starting with the rider, which is the kind of like question thrown the opposition, the coalition. So over the weekend, right, Tambuwal, the former governor of Sokoto State, at the same time the former speaker of the House of Representatives of Nigeria, one of the arrowheads of the coalition talk. So he had his 60th birthday yesterday. So Atiku returned back to Nigeria from Dubai the day before, the night before. And they call it a colloquium, something, where they all came and used the occasion to talk about their 2027 plan. There are rumors, there are sort of like, face-offs here and there. However, yesterday, Tambuwal asked the opposition that are they more interested in zoning or winning? That is kind of where we're going to start this evening. But let's kind of welcome ourselves tonight with the return of Atiku. He's been living in Dubai. I hope you know that, right? Yeah, but lately, he's kind of like been spending enough time in Nigeria. But the past 2-3 weeks, he's been away. Same as Kolu. But let's start with the return of Atiku.
My name is here.
So that was Atiku returning 2 nights ago. Now, let me kind of build context for this particular session, okay? This topic. Currently, right, it is almost like a PDP is literally dead, so to say. And majority of these supposed political bigwigs and the rest of them are congregating in ADC as the would be kind of like a platform where they are going to launch their removal of Tinubu in 2027 next year. However, many sort of like believe that the history of Atiku and his kind of like a co-travelers, this ADC of a thing could actually be like Atiku's Democratic Congress or something, ADC, as part of speculations. Okay, so because of this, right, there are those who believe that Peter Obi joining them, okay, is a complete miscalculation, because everybody, or the body language of almost everyone in their ADC seems to be tilting towards Atiku. And this is fueling the early breakup of the coalition, if that should be the case. However, at the colloquium for Tambuwal, where they had this birthday party yesterday, right? So a lot of them came out, said a lot of things about the reason why they have to rescue Nigeria, save Nigeria from Tinubu and APC. Something has to be done. And if the result is to be achieved, then it's got to be done differently. There are those, especially on the part of Tinubu, who somehow are pushing the narrative that Atiku is going to use Obi as his running mate, and Peter Obi has accepted to go and be his running mate. And there are others who believe that the pressure, or kind of the obsession that the Tinubu's camp are sort of like showing in public, seem that they would prefer Peter Obi as the ADC candidate. Consider all of this as part of the speculations and all that, right? But they're happening in real life, like seriously. So yesterday, when they met at what do you call his name, Tambuwal's birthday, right? The celebrant himself had this to say, but before that, right? Peter Obi and others, Peter Obi, Atiku, Amaechi, all of them, including Obasanjo, were all there in the hall. Let's start with that. Let's start with that as well. Obi.
Is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. We'd like to thank Ibrahim Otola, former Minister of Energy and Malawi, for delivering the opening prayers. Please be seated. Thank you very much.
The comments of the Eugenia, please kindly allow me to ask everyone standing to please move to the sides. We have a place that is reserved for all aides. We've commenced this event and we are live on 3 distinct national television stations. We are live.
So that was Obi there, right? So there are those on the part who believes that it is the turn of the southern Nigeria, in quote. And since Tinubu is already from the south, spending 4 years, so it would be ideal for the coalition to take Peter Obi's offer of spending just 4 years, right? And then pave the way, if they win, pave the way for the power to be transferred back to the north. Others are like, no, it doesn't work like that. If Tinubu is to be defeated, in this sense, it's going to be a northerner who can actually rally the north. And Peter Obi on the other side could also rally the south and probably divided Tinubu's supposed vote for this northern. Just first thing first, before you can talk about zoning, you need to take the power first. That's what Tambuwal told his friends. And it's actually a long speech. I want you to please listen for every part of it. Yeah.
Are we looking for zoning or winning? No, I didn't hear you. We want to win the election. Yes. Now, with due respect, what I'm going to say, I do not mean any offense. I've seen my leader on the Semetu coming, and I'm going to use your state. I'm going to use your state as a reference point. And with due respect to the people of the Plateau, I will use your state as another reference point. We had an election in Anambra State. The governor of Anambra State won the election with 112,000 votes. The person next to him, the PDP candidate, secured about 53,000 votes. The third, the APC candidate, had 24,000 votes. The fourth, YYP candidate, had about 20,000 votes. Put together in that state election, governorship, we had about 220,000 votes in between 4 political parties. Jos Basa Federal Constituency in Plateau State, where PDP won. The PDP candidate had about 47,000. PRP, 30. PDP 40. PDP 40,000. PRP 37. Then APC 26. If you add this, it's close to 100,000. Federal constituency election. So demography is an issue. Demography is an issue. That was why after the election, I appealed to PDP to look at these elections and be studying elections and by-elections as we progress towards 2023. APC took their ticket to Katsina in 2015, Katsina, where the last president of PDP, Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, died in office in 2010. 5 years later, APC, out of strategic thinking, with Bola Tinubu, he's there, and the rest of them. I was part of it. We said we are looking for how to win. We must get power before we share it. And deliberately, we took APC tickets to Katsina and gave it to President Muhammadu Buhari. Yes, Atiku Abubakar contested, Rabi Musa contested, and some in that, and Rochas Okorocha, but we all knew where we were going because we were determined to win. And let me tell you, had APC given that ticket to someone from the South, in particular South, we couldn't have won. Go and check the election results of 2007. President Buhari had 11 million votes before, in 2003. But in 2011 and 7, he had 7 million votes against Yar'Adua because they are from the same Katsina. And he couldn't win him. Buhari and Yar'Adua ran. He couldn't win him. Now, this is for PDP. In the South, as of today, PDP is in 8 government houses. APC is also in 8 government houses, leaving 1, that's Anambra. In the North, APC is in 14 government houses, PDP is in 5 government houses. And they have the president. So I'm giving you this analysis so that together as leaders of our party who are working towards winning election, not zoning, not winning ticket. Yes, you can share ticket because you can tear it and everybody will take his piece and go to his zone. But you must plan to win election. That is the reality of it. It's not anybody's making. I didn't make myself to come from Sokoto, a Fulani man. No, it's God. God could have decided for me to be born somewhere else, not even in Nigeria. So we must accept these realities as a party and work with these realities to win election. After winning, we come down and say, okay, let's share this thing. Let's share power. Win election first. Don't win zoning, no. Win election, and then we come and share power. Because the president and the vice president cannot come from the same zone. They cannot even come from the same region. Am I right? Yes. In fact, they can hardly be of the same faith. If you have president and vice president, Muslim, dead on arrival in the current Nigerian situation. If you have president and vice president, Christian, dead on arrival. So you must balance the ticket. And we'll sit down and look at, okay, Senate President, this. We cannot do what APC has done, especially this second term. Because we believe in this country, we know this country, we understand the dynamics and complexities of Nigerian nation. Otherwise, how else would you look at the lineup in a federal government like Nigeria? President, Vice President, Senate President, Speaker, Deputy Senate President, Deputy Speaker, SGF, Chief of Staff, even Chairman of Party, none from Southeast. We can't do that. Well, we are involved. I am involved. That cannot happen. So what we need is inclusiveness. We get power, we have inclusiveness, and accommodation for each other, transparency, and then we run the country. To be president of Nigeria requires a lot of energy. Not boxing, no. And intellectual capacity. You need to understand Nigeria itself.
Right. So you can say indirectly, it's just being kind of like a politically honest in his own way. No pretense. Because politicians might want to make you believe that they love Nigeria so much, this, and that. Right? But the primary thing that drives them is that power. So he's being honest, like in a little way. And that's what people are telling Peter Obi himself as well. Like, you see all these your ideas, all this, Baba, you be president first. Go be president first. Before you can then carry out all those ideas, or else you will just end up like a normal motivational speaker or motivational speakers, right? Like that. So the bottom line for them is that their permutation, especially this ADC towards, their permutation towards 2027 is a northern candidate. There are those who have suggested that, I mean, Peter Obi sort of like endears himself to this younger generation in their accessible number. I mean, like, if accordingly, right, if their election is probably free and fair, I mean, he's got that sentiment with them. And to them, it's sort of like it can relate with them or they can relate with him. So many of them feels like, okay, if he's going to mingle with the known career criminals, right, he should possibly lead the pack. Something that others are like, politically, for these guys, right, it's not really going to happen. And APC, by design or by their own wish, right, they would want Peter Obi because they can easily go back to the north and, push the idea of the infidel and all that stuff again. And possibly to say, oh, Tinubu is just about to finish his term. I mean, his second term, so just 4 more years, and the power will come back to the north. And that sentiment can possibly move the ball. The drama is really about to get started. In a nutshell, there are those who are already also suggesting that they could pair this Tambuwal and Obi, and Atiku can possibly push his own, sort of like his own supporters behind them and maybe back them. There are many other complicated issues behind it, but this is just on the surface. And there is still so much to unravel. So from their conversation yesterday, it seemed that indeed they are just about to, hit the road running, like concerning how far their groupings or their coalition is probably going to last. Because to Fayose, who was also on TV yesterday, he was talking about them, and according to him, among those who wishes that Obi becomes the candidate to Fayose, he strongly believes that Obi remained a political threat to Tinubu's political survival too. He has no idea how they could pull it off, but if for any reason Obi should become the candidate of the ADC, this whole story will change. Everywhere, everything will change, and some of you are projecting. That's what he said. And he still strongly believes that he is their shining light. How they handle him will determine what's going to happen next year. We're keeping records, right? Yeah. Fayose.
So when you asked me the question, I said don't drag Governor Makinde into it. And I said nothing has changed between 2023 and now. So I am still with Asiwaju. I don't hide. Obi is my friend. He visits me because I don't tell lies to people. But let me come and tell you, Sheung, Wike became a good influence on so many people. Today, at that time, Wike was the bad leg who went to support Asiwaju. But this is an exodus. The PDP is now no more, technically. Technically, PDP is no more until there is a pronouncement of court to establish which line of a party is right. So let me say to you, 27 for Asiwaju, it's obvious. Tell me what is happening in ADC. Obi is the only life in ADC. Obi is the only life. If Obi had gone to remain in Labour or has gone to Accord, he is the only life there. All other people there, they are semi-unexistent. They are semi-unexistent. They are not existing. They are all drawn forces, used forces. They can engage me or I don't care.
So,
go ahead.
Dr. Fayose, and I'm looking at some of the things people are saying. Some people think that you are compromised. Why would that be if that is its case?
Compromise what? Compromise what?
Because of your stance.
What is my stance, Sheung? I have not got.
You're fighting your very good friend, Mark.
I have not got.
You are supporting APC. Why being
no. Sheung, openly, I supported Asiwaju in 2023. I didn't hide it. Till now, I'm still there. I don't jump. I've said it to you. I'm not a member of APC, and I will never be. Asiwaju, myself and Asiwaju have not going to give me anything.
Do you regret, Governor Fayose, that you are one of those? Do you regret, Governor Fayose, that you are one of those who have effectively destroyed the People's Democratic Party? Do you regret
Atiku destroyed it. Atiku destroyed PDP. Tambuwal,
but some of you, they said, in bearing the PDP.
Let me tell you,
is that fair? A party that has helped some of you to become one of the biggest politicians in Nigeria.
Politics is not fair. Politics is not fair. Life itself is not balanced. Everybody stands where they will be able to say the truth to Nigerians. I'm not contesting any election, and I've not asked anybody for favor. Nothing will take me away. Let me quickly say this and round it up. Do you know I never knew these incidents will happen between Governor Fubara and Governor Wike in life. I was seated on the high table the day Governor Fubara was sworn in, and we're on the high table in Rivers. And I told Governor Wike, I want to say one or two things to tell Governor Fubara not to betray you.
So Fayose, Peter Obi is the shining light, you know. And I know that typical Nigerians, all right, love to downplay things, especially when they disagree with it. Two things happened in 2022, 2023. Obedient movement, as well as Tinubu's bulldozing way of grabbing power. So let us pretend that the Malamu and gang with Boko Haram did all they could to actually get Tinubu disqualified and possibly disgraced. It was because of Tinubu that they changed your money, remember? It was because of Tinubu that they had to invite Maguluta Crook. Remember him? Magu. He was invited into Aso Rock and they detained him there. They have a cell inside Aso Rock because they said every effort to try to have him to get Tinubu sort of like indicted. All right. They ended up realizing that somehow, Kolu already built a ring around them, from the EFCCO to CCPO to the judiciary, to those who are supposed to also be his machinery within the APCO. He's already built a ring around them. So don't let us pretend about that. To the point that Tinubu had to give 100 million naira to over 20 people to go and buy APC funds, remember? In order to bombard them and, you know. So eventually, he became their candidate. And then the drama continued, remember? So don't let us downplay that. Up to INEC, to police, to everybody, how he did it, you don't know. But the obedient movement also shook Nigeria political space. I am talking about the establishment. It was mad. And for the past 2.5 years, the APC, especially the Ronukus, they have become so obsessed that they have spent every day, every minute of every day to downplay what happened. And they keep reminding us it will never happen again. That was a fluke. It will never happen again. Meanwhile, while it was actually building up, these their own leaders bragged that there was no polling unit on social media. There's no polling booth on social media. Majority of you are just making noise here until the election happened and they had to switch off their own IREF. Don't forget that. And that is why some people are still saying, they're just like this watching. Number one, some of them never actually felt like it's kind of sensible for Obi to go and match with these career rogues, the obedient. But still, for the establishments, they have also been working like round the clock to see that that never happened again in Nigeria. So their fear is actually kind of like valid. But you may play them down, you may look at them, what is Obi this, what is Obi that, and the rest of that, no. So the moment they kick off and trigger anything that shows that Obi is running to be president, the entire narrative is going to change. Everything is going to change. I'm just kind of reminding you, but you don't have to agree with me. The desperation is so deep enough that a lot of them believes that Tinubu has no real kind of like contender when it comes to his 2027. That's what they want you to believe. Even this Ope Otoyo of Edo that promised how many millions? 2 million, I be 2.5 million vote for Tinubu. He's probably going to actually find that an accolade task when the whole thing kicks off. Somebody recorded this. It happened somewhere in Ekpoma, in Edo State yesterday. Let me save his face, right? Oh, who they killed them? Tiara, everything. Some of them says they are just waiting for the opposition to actually show seriousness because they're actually really tired of the APC. No matter how APC wanted to kind of see it, all right? Cook the figure, keep pushing their lies and hoping that you keep believing the lies and you do not have what it takes to actually challenge them. Hopefully, again, the opposition keeps being in disarray, disagreements, that they won't be able to put that kind of force to challenge them. But yeah, we are counting days, aren't we? In Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu seems to be very serious in his current adventure to change Alex Otti. Because according to them, Alex Otti is just being overrated. His supposed achievements are mere exaggeration. Because according to him, under Tinubu, Abia State has gotten so much money, more money than what Alex Otti is showing. In fact, they are also planning to sue him as well, because they said since he became their governor, he's never slept in the government house, which according to them is against the law. That he's been living in his house, his own personal house. Okay? So, because of all of this, Orji Uzor Kalu said Tinubu is not happy that they gave Alex Otti options. Join APC and you are safe. If you fail to, we will remove you. But that's what they are telling their supporters. By the way, when Tinubu needed ambassadors, nominees or something, they asked Abia State to submit names. Orji Uzor Kalu submitted the name of his own daughter. He is currently pushing to replace the same Alex Otti in Abia with his own brother. For some of you are from Abia State anyway, I think you could remember very much. What's Orji Uzor Kalu's mom's name again? Eunice or something. She was actually like indicted just like a son when Orji Uzor Kalu was their governor of Abia State. His mother was called Mother Excellency. Do you understand? That's our own title. If you wanted to speak for contracts under her son's government, Orji Uzor Kalu's, right? Or you need a political appointment, you are about to be appointed, or you want to be appointed into Orji Uzor Kalu's government, you would have to go to his mom's house. Yeah, it was like a tradition. They called it a sign of loyalty. That was the kind of politics they were playing in Abia State then, by the way, just a flashback. So they will go to the mom's house, right, to go and peel egusi. They will give them bowls of egusi, right, so to show that they are loyal and they will be loyal. And you have to pay the madam or the mommy if you were to get any contracts. That's how they ran Abia State. In fact, it was so bad that Orji Uzor Kalu became the first governor of Abia State to be convicted of corruption. He looted over 12 billion naira in his 8 years of being governor, by the way, and he was convicted of that. But today, Orji Uzor Kalu, on technicality, is a free man, courtesy of the Nigerian Supreme Court of Bandits, by the way. So now, some Abia people are feeling like, hey, Orji Uzor Kalu no be the weapon fashioned against them. His own chief of staff, Theodore Orji, succeeded him, looted the state so blind that by the time Ekpeazu took over, Ekpeazu, who is considered to also be like the worst of them all, right? He's one of the G-string governors, by the way. So Ekpeazu became governor, and one of his most biggest achievement, according to him, was his program for pregnant women called the Maternity Support Fund or something. If you gave birth in Abia State when Ekpeazu was their governor, this was like, it sounded like years ago. No. This is just like 2.5 years ago, by the way. All right. When he was their governor in Abia State. Okay. if your wife or if you give birth to a child in Abia State, you'll be given 500 naira as your support fund. He went on national TV to brag about that. He said, no. Giving birth to child birth in Abia State is free. It's free. We only just give them their money. Said, did you say 500,000 naira or what? No, 500 naira. So they said Alex Otti, all right, when Oji was living, just like Tinubu in Lagos, right? He moved for the pension for any governor of Abia State to be paid pensions. I mean, people served in civil service in government for years, 20, 30, some of them almost 40 years. No gratuity, no pension paid in time and all that, right? So they enacted laws that allowed them to also draw pensions as former governors. Now, this Alex Otti is said to have signed another legislation that has abolished that now. Why would you take off their pension? This is actual reason why the tension in Abia State, being pushed by Oji Uzor Kalu, is promised to be deadlier. All the Kalus, Oji Uzor Kalu, Benjamin Kalu, and the rest of them. Here, they want to sue Otti for not living in government house.
Council for sale. Of our team, 1999 to 2023, held at the country home of former governor P.A. at Otti on Friday, January 9, 2026. The second meeting of our team, 1999 to 2023, was held at the country home of His Excellency Celebrant on Friday, January 9, 2026. The meeting, which was well attended, resolved as follows. 1. That the membership of our team should redouble efforts to ensure that the group grows from strength to strength. 2. That every member that felt aggrieved one way or another should let bygones be bygones for the interest of the team. 3. That the team should be collectively focused. Focused to ensure that the objectives for which the team was formed are met. 4. That the membership of the team be expanded to incorporate those that served under the administrations of Governor D.L.D. 2007 to 2015 and Governor Otti 2015 to 2023. 5. That the technical committee comprising Professor A.C.B. Amaechi, chairman, Tom Obani, secretary, and a member drawn from each of the 17 local government areas of Abia State is hereby set up. 6. That the lawsuit be instituted by the team compelling Governor-elect Otti to operate from the government at home the constitutional seat of government instead of the current practice of living and discharging his official duties from his country home at Tambuwal instead of the local government area of Abia State. 7. That the team unanimously endorsed President Tinubu for a second term in office, assuring that the group will also work assiduously to deliver the governorship, senatorial, House of Representatives, and House of Assembly seats to the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the 2027 general election. 8. That the team unanimously commended President Tinubu on the appointment of one of its members, His Excellency Dr. Otti as an ambassador. 9. That the technical committee should advise as regards the subsequent meetings of our team as due. Signed, Celebrant, chairman. Senator T.A. Otti, first vice chairman. Dr. Okezie Itazo, second vice chairman. And the
nuisance lele.
So yeah, they've set up committee, they've set up groups who are going to ensure that all those resolutions are met. And indeed, the backer will be, the drive will be that they will deliver Abia State to all. That's not all. This is where Oji Uzokalu decided to, to pour out his mind concerning the way he believes that Alex Otti has treated him, cutting up their pension, and at the same time, well, according to Uzokalu, robbing the Abians of the dividend of democracy, something that they will likely give to Abians now, right? People have actually taken it personal, by the way. So first, Uzokalu.
APC must win. APC must win. My customer, my everything. Yes. We must win here. For the time, President Tinubu will have a landslide victory here. Hallelujah. A whole victory. Landslide victory. Oh, yes. How will you look? We must have the governorship here. Yes. This young man that went out from here, he ran for governor in 2023. I told him not to run. He dared me to run. But as my brother, I have no alternative. I told him to join our party and run in our party. He went around with 8 people. Otti came here 3 days to the election, and I called him, my brother, and him, and I told my brother, I will support Otti, I will not support you. He's there asking, and that is the truth. If you ask Otti, and Otti says they lie, then he's a liar. He came here, and I told my brother was not here, he was outside. I called him on the phone. I spoke with him and Otti. We must rise up as Abiano people. It's our turn. I was governor first, and he went to Abia Central, he went to Abia South. Now it's our turn. It's our turn. And I can make area. Over here, I wrote here, Barabaraya. When they pan our house on our Uzana, Tariq, and no more. Yes, the other man is Tariq, Tabuwa, all the Bobak of Pueblo, you should get ready to have a governor that will be committed to you people. I'm not afraid of fight. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior. I'm not afraid of fight. I will do the fight with this young man. If Otti is the Labour Party, let Labour Party people vote for Labour Party. Yes. President Tinubu can never, I will never support for a Labour Party governor who is not in our party. If he's a good man, he could have been in our party. Yeah. Is he alive? We're not going to tolerate that. Labour for party, Labour for Labour, APC for APC. We are APC. And I'm here. I'm not asking President Tinubu to bring any money here. We have the money to spend. We have everything to match. Naira for naira. We are not going to look at anybody's face. We must install our own governor. We must install our own councillors. Yes, we must install our own people. Otti is my friend, but there's a distance of friendship. Yes. This is party and party. His press secretary have annoyed me so much. that I will never forgive them. No, I cannot, because they must pack and go. APC.
I don't know how some of you from Abia State watching this actually feels, especially if you are living in Abia right now. And the sentiment is also very much there, because it seemed that Alex Otti is actually very popular among the Abians. Okay, they have seen their, I mean, to them, it seemed like a democracy just started in 2023 in Abia State. It was that bad, yeah, that when you see them celebrate the clean streets, fixed roads, and then, rehabilitated infrastructures and the rest of that, the way they hype all these things. So some of you are from other part of Nigeria where you are still getting to see few things, right? You will never understand. I've shared that on this platform before. But like Oji Zokalu said, when leaders think about the next generations, right? Politicians only think about the next election. To them, the way they lost the grip of power, and to the underdog, or Alex Otti is underdog, or Labour Party, no. The only protection you can have is to come into our party, and then you're fine. If you're not, then you're not good for us. But leaving the people out of that, in fact, if you check the tone is like, it's a done deal, kind of. There's another one who is the current deputy speaker. His name is Benjamin Kalu. He also had a meeting they called the Southeast something meeting to reassure. They will be holding this kind of meetings, like you're going to be seeing them almost every week to the end of this year. Because what they need is validation. Do you understand? A lot of them needs to keep doing this so that Tinubu can be reassured that we are still with you, sir. We are still, because not that they actually trust themselves. Together now, the only thing that brings them together right now is the interest, which is what the power brings. Okay, so the only way to prove to him is to continue to make this kind of public display of their loyalty, reassurance. You know what I mean? And they keep spending money to see to that. But they all look, they do not represent the reality. But yeah, Benjamin Kalu, still in Abia.
If that must happen, we must reach out to one another. We must set aside divisive tendencies. We must work collectively to build a stronger, more cohesive ABC. My brothers and sisters, politics is a game of numbers, not sentiments. The era of wasting our votes on emotional choices that yield no political capital is over. There is no point to be made in failure. A vote cast where it does not count towards success is an opportunity lost at the negotiation table. We cannot ask for dividends where we have not invested as Igbo people. The vote in our hand is our currency for investment. The shortest, most viable route for our political zone to end federal power in the center, in the nearest future, lies in building strong strategic alliances over time. By supporting the Southwest and President Tinubu at this time, we strengthen trust, we foster reciprocity, and we cement our place at the center of national decision making. My own brothers, let us not be deceived by those who seek to isolate us with sectional sentiments. The southern political corridor must remain united. We must realign, we must consolidate. Any attempt to fracture this alliance leaves the Southeast with a paltry sum of votes, insufficient to swing power, but sufficient to alienate us further in the coming years. We must invest our votes where they will yield returns. In the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are investing in this administration because President Tinubu has shown courage and leadership. Yes, the reforms were tough, the removal of the fuel subsidy, and the unification of the exchange rate tested our resilience. But today, we are seeing the fruits of that steadfastness. Under President Tinubu's steering, our non-oil revenue has broken record, hitting over 20 trillion naira by mid-2025, ensuring that states, including our own states here in the southeast, receive record FAC allocation to deliver development. And I'm happy our governors here present are utilizing those funds effectively, and they are impacting the region positively. I want to especially thank our APC governors who have consistently acknowledged the president's support by releasing these critical funds for the benefit of our people. This shows true leadership and appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, the president has proven he does not discriminate in project allocation. The political will to develop the Southeast is there. He is a listening leader. He deserves our unwavering support. It is because of this that I charge every stakeholder here to intensify grassroots mobilization immediately. We must secure a resounding victory for the APC 2027 general election. I want to commend the governors of Imo State, the governor of Ebonyi State, the governor of Enugu State for their tireless effort in
nuisance Lele.
I don't know, is it just me, right, that the Igbos are the only people being given conditions if they want to enjoy Nigeria? I don't think there is any other region in Nigeria that politicians tells them continually that if they want to be accepted, if they want to be this, if they want to be that, they must do this, they must do that. I don't think so. In case if you have not observed it. And this is the reason why when you see people who are like non-Igbos and they suddenly want to advise the Igbos, you start hearing things like, and I love my Igbo people. You see, I love my Igbo brothers and sisters. But I have one advice for them. They need to try to build bridges with other Nigerians to be able to trust them. You know, like Igbos need, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, you want to advise the Igbos? Because there are Igbo politicians who are saying the same thing. They please pick me, pick me. They've done everything to impress the Nigeria establishment. They've sacrificed their own people just to get a seat, to have a seat at the table. But every now and then, they are the ones being asked to do something for the sake of, if they want to enjoy Nigeria, you know, we need our people, we need to follow these people. They said the same thing to them when Bokwari was your president. Remember? In case if you have forgotten me, I don't know, like, I've got like the memory of, what did they call it? Memory of a snake, kind of. I don't. If you all remember how many of them were also like dancing naked around Bokwari when Bokwari was slaughtering the Igbo youth in eastern part of Nigeria, militarized the region. Do you know how many trips he took to Igbo land where they dressed him like Igbo, put on Isiagu on him, put on different Igbo caps on him to display. And they were telling him that the Igbos are ready. You know, we are willing, we are for you. The Igbos believe in Nigeria, the Igbo this and that. But the more these guys shown that, the more they are still distrusted. It's actually insulting though. I mean, Nigeria was supposed to be for everybody, Abi. Yeah, it was supposed to be our country, Abi. All of us the same, equal. But you and I know that that is just a mere word. The reason why you are in this tumultuous kind of division in that country today is simply because you are supposed to be a country. But no, you have become so divided, so tribally divided, enough that somebody who has never met an Igbo person will tell you how he hates the Igbos. An Igbo man that has never met a Yoruba man or an Hausa or anybody before in his life will tell you how he hates the Hausa man, he hates the Yoruba man. I hate all these Yoruba people. You know what I mean? Because that is what the system was built. That is the real Nigeria. The one they are making you deny. That doesn't, no, it's not that bad. We all need to contact that. That is free talks. They always give themselves, they always give them this condition. If the Igbos want to be part of, the Igbos need to. Baba, Nigeria is how many years old? 65, Abi. Yeah, 65 years old. Out of that 65 years, northern Nigeria, middle belt part of Nigeria, they have ruled Nigeria for 47 years of that 65 years. And guess what? The western Nigeria, the south of Nigeria, they have also ruled Nigeria. Combined, they've ruled Nigeria for about 18 years. Add all of this together, there is no one of them that will say Igbo, you get. And whatever Nigeria is today, you can put it on these people who have led Nigeria one time or the other. But guess what? The only people that need to build bridges, the only people that need to placate us, the only people that need to convince other Nigerians that they are Nigerians, they can be trusted as Nigerians, they are the Igbos. How about me? Why is that? Have you ever asked yourself? But yet, inside the APC, you will think there are no Igbos inside the APC. There are Igbo governors, Igbo senators, Igbo lawmakers, National Assembly members, and the rest of them inside the APC. But yet, the ones who don't believe in APC are the worries of the APC. Why? Have you ever thought of that? Like, why? You want Igbos in APC, you have a lot of them, possibly millions of them. So why are you so still sad that those millions who are part of APC, who are part of your shenanigans, who are pushing your agenda, are not trustworthy enough to call them Nigerians? But those ones who don't believe in this whole thing are mostly your concern. And that's why your politicians, Igbo politicians, like I said, they are your first, stop short of why Igbos are being treated the way they are being treated in Nigeria. We are all being treated badly, by the way. We are all being marginalized. It's just that this particular one stands out. You know what I mean? Simply because those they call the sabos within, who are ready, we tell them to jump. They would ask you how high, just to be given a seat at the table. You know what I mean? Uzo Kalu and Co. That guy that just spoke right there, right? Benjamin Kalu, that's the junior, it's kind of like a junior version of Uzo Kalu, working for the system and watch their own region. Got so blacklisted, right? That when 10 kilometers of road is renovated, they want all of them to go on their knees and be grateful to God. You know what I mean? One Nigeria. But the Abians seems not to be taking that lightly, right? They took to the streets to share around and say, look at this. This was before. This was Uzo Kalu, before Otti. They are making videos.
Yeah, Senior Doctor Ojo Zokalo. Okay, Senator Dr. Ojo Zokalo Street. Ngalene Street. Very bad road. Then street. I'm a candy on the threats and them say your brother was also everywhere. Yeah. There. How can we be made signboard? There, made signboard. Very proud.
That's one. This one seems to be a major road.
The place to move into their home and do their businesses. The suffering is enormous. The enormity of the problem cannot just be summed up by this little video you're seeing. And stand by himself, he's sitting by himself. But this is not a fake time, this is not a fake period. The only mistake is here. Because people are swimming right inside the water. Just the time that they took up, I don't say they can swim inside the water. May God help us in Jesus' name.
You can see the transformation of that same location, the same spot. The only difference here is time and administration is exactly the same venue, the same location, right in front of Opet Police Station Nigeria Limited. That is what a determined people can do. That is what change can do. That is what a leader that is determined to change the system, to change the ruins of yesteryears can do. Are you still surprised why the Abians are celebrating? Are you still surprised?
Like I said, somebody like you can be like, oh, is it because of road? You have no idea. Abia State is one of the states in Nigeria when they receive their allocation, state allocation, local government allocation. They will meet at the government house, and that's where they will share the money. Yeah, it was a free for all. From the same Abia, somebody went on the road to shoot this.
So Nabia.
This is just these Abians reacting to Oji Zokalu and his friends, how APC must take over Abia State. That's why they are making all these videos. Do you get me now? Just the people themselves.
So Nabia, at first, His Excellency noticed that Abia Road are in shambles. There is no coordination. Everywhere, potholes. Dr. Otti first started tackling the road infrastructure in Abia State. As you can see, recoating and asphalting all the roads where these electric buses will run. You can see handrails where people, kind of pedestrian crossing, where people will, go on their own without any issues. You can see to yourself. This is Bank Road. So this is what we call intentional governance. Look at that. So from Umuahia yesterday to Aba, there was never a place where this bus did bugudum and it will be a pothole. Everywhere is smooth. And that is what Dr. Otti is doing in Abia. That is what the governor is doing. So you understand that this man is intentional about changing the narrative, pushing Abia to a greater height. Dr. Otti, thank God that you avail yourself to this good governance. Everybody in Abia, nobody is here. Nobody is here to tell this tipper man, go or don't go. But you see him, immediately he saw the traffic, he stopped. Look at it. Nobody is anywhere to chase anybody, but Abians are just, law abiding. Look at it. A trailer that me and you knows that normally this trailer will just move on its own, not a small vehicle, but look at it. Waited, nobody to say okay move, nobody to say okay don't move. That is the Abia we prayed for, and thank God that today Dr. Otti, God have used you to get this right for us. Thank you and God bless you. Come and invest in Abia. Land done the finish. Come and invest in Abia. Come and invest. Lotawa Abia, they have investment. People are relocating to Abia. Do not wait. As you can see, Abia is in 2026 already. We are living in the future. Thank you and God bless you.
Averagely, right? Nigerians are said to be the easiest people to govern. It is just unfortunate, very, very unfortunate that the characters who are now leading the country are the worst of the the kinds that you can come across. But it is unfortunate. Nigerians are not asking for too much. Fix the road, fix the light, electricity, provide water. People will pay, right? Provide security. People will provide other things for themselves. Not too much to ask for, but they have become so much of luxury that wherever they manage to construct a 10-kilometer or 20 kilometers of road, it's going to be like a big fanfare for them. And then you realize later that most of the roads are mostly substandard as well. That won't last for another 2 years, so that they can rebudget again to rebuild the road again with substandard, materials or thereabout. So Alex Otti himself had this to say, by the way, he said he's been hearing the noise. He's talking with kind of confidence, like the election is free and fair, he's got nothing to worry about. Maybe.
Because the pastor will make reference to the noise that you may have been hearing in the last few days. I want us to just dismiss it as noise. And it's only the empty barrel that makes the loudest noise. As for that person, as recorded in Isaiah chapter 54, verse 15, it says, "Behold, they will surely gather." But the gathering is not of me. And since it's not of me, what will they do? And they will fall for your sake. That's the Holy Book. And I can always also say, some of these people speaking have forgotten what we read in Lamentations chapter 3 verse 37. And it's a big time. Who are you to speak when the Lord has not spoken? Nobody should worry about. We don't even think we should dignify them with responses. We should just do what we're doing. In everything, they will not talk about you, other people. They are talking about themselves. But they are in tiny minority. And God doesn't make mistakes. And He doesn't have an unfinished project. So I don't want anybody to lose breath or worry about it.
Just told them not to worry. The empty barrels makes the loudest noise. Maybe even cry the hardest too. What do you think, Kalu?
I went through one of my best time in life in the Senate, and I also went through one of my difficult period. Also in this Senate. Before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison, no treason, they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to United Nigeria. It's not the end to Brothers Keeper. But these senators I called were with me. I never lacked. When the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party. Every penny in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became angels. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support. Because this country is not fair to so many of us. I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers. People employ nobody, and nobody asks them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Otti. Build, manufacture.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. I am mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise.
Oji Uzokalu. Ladies and gentlemen. So let us leave Abia and go to Rivers, where the Wike is rounding up his thank you tour. Yeah, it's been going on a thank you tour. To go and say thank you to everybody in the 20 local government areas of the state, except that of Fubara. It didn't go to Fubara's local government area. So he rounded it up at Obiakpo today, where again, of course, he had a lot to say. First, he was talking about power. I mean, they have power right now to choose who will become what in Rivers State going forward. And you can only do that when you have the power. The power is not given, it is taken. Then he sampled, President Donald Trump's action in Venezuela. Said Trump could only do that because Trump had power. If Trump didn't have any power, he would not be able to go to Venezuela and arrest the the analogy, right? Fubara insists that the reason why Wike is backing is because he has no idea what is going on. Maybe I told you 2 days ago, thereabout, that there's rumor that Fubara was visiting Kolu in France, especially when the spat between Wike and the APC National Secretary was like went there the hair, right? So Fubara traveled to Paris to go and see Tinubu. He returned back, I believe, yesterday. Then he went to church today, where he insisted that the reason why Wike is doing what he's doing is because he's in the dark of what is going on and what is going to happen. He's doing all of this right now to get a public validation so that, when Tinubu comes back, which initially, right, they said it was supposed to be Wike and Fubara to go and see Kolu. I don't know what happened, right? It was only Fubara that went. Yeah. So, talking about power and their 2027 race, Wike, when he arrived at Obiakpo today, let's check the arrival and what transpired. Mind you, if you haven't really liked the broadcast, this is a reminder, okay? So you can like the broadcast just to show that you are here. So much appreciate that, by the way. Yeah? Now, Wike at Obiakpo today.
That's it. All the iPad don't finish for market.
So Wike is holding PDP and APC. To hold the two parties, he declared that there is no political parties in Rivers State. What they have now is Rainbow Coalition under the banner of Renewed Hope Agenda. Whatever the hell that even means. But that's his proclamation. There is no. And it's because they have the power to do that. I mean, listen. It's comparing that to Donald Trump's action in Venezuela. Watch this.
But I'll not end this speech by not making one statement that has to do with some people who call themselves, who are brought up in the... It's not dashed. Power is trouble for it. After all, if Donald Trump does not have the power, will you go to Venezuela to pick a president? He wouldn't do that because he has the power. That's how he could go to Venezuela. Whether it's wrong or it's right, because he has power. So, for the people of Obiabo, we have the power to dictate who will go.
If you don't like you, go away, away. If you don't like him, somebody will like him. If you don't like you, go away, away. If you don't like him, somebody will like him.
All these people who are commenting by the side, ask them if a local government will produce only 5,000 votes, will come and challenge a local government that can produce 40% of the vote. Let us see how it will work. We will use our strength and punish people. We will use our strength and punish people. Those of you who are standing with me here, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. So you have to take us softly so I don't get angry with you. Nobody has become governor in this state without Obiabo making a pronouncement. Nobody has become a senator of Rivers East without Obiabo making a statement. So we use what we have. We use what we have. Our own is the vote. Trump's own is the power he has. Our own is the vote. So if you like, abuse us. After abusing us, come and look for the vote. And we'll punish you with the vote. So don't bother about people.
So we can punish them with the votes. Interesting. He also said that those of you who are asking Tinubu to sack him, don't worry yourselves. The moment Tinubu have no use for him anymore, then he can sack him. But for now, he believes that it is still so useful to call you that your wish or your request won't likely be granted now. We are documenting this.
Don't bother about people who say, sack me. It doesn't lie in their mouth. If my appointer believes that I cannot offer anything again, he has a right. It's not that you should tell him. But I'm very proud that other people are proud, that Rivers people are proud. And we can tell Nigerians we have not disappointed them as far as it is concerned. I said yesterday in Port Harcourt, and I want people to know this clearly. If you're not doing well, nobody will talk about you. Don't.
So he believes that he is doing very well in Abuja, and he actually promised to deliver Rivers and Abuja to call you. Don't forget that. Because the Wike also believes that his power and his leverage also covers Abuja. Therefore, it will determine who is going to become what in Abuja, starting with the local government elections, which I think is going to take place anytime soon. Then he also used the occasion again to remind everyone that he is not Igbo and he has no problems with the Igbos, except for the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo's president or leader, who is on the side of Fubara. So, Wike.
But I'll not end this speech by not making one statement that has to do with some people who call themselves, who are brought up in a very good family. People who can serve their ethnic group. I have good relationship with Igbo people, but I'm not an Ohanese and Igbo. Listen to what I said. I have good relationship with Igbo people, but I'm not a member of Ohanese. Amaechi declared one of their sons personal non grata by going to say that any woman now open this summer. Why? The person believes that if he becomes the president of Ohanese, by this rule, to go to all the governors of the southeast to collect contact. Everything is money, 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 money. Where are you going with this money? I do not know. So if you are declaring somebody to run for second term, you are not speaking on behalf of the Korean nationality. You will be speaking on behalf of Ohanese. So nobody should begrudge you. Nobody should begrudge you. You are entitled to say so. We have this relationship with Igbos, we intermarry, we do everything. But that does not mean I will change my identity. It's not that. And you all know it. My Igbo brothers who are here, we have stayed, we have related with each other. I will not at this old age now go and claim what I'm not. I will do that. If you come from a good home, as they always claim, why would dragging of property? Why would dragging of property make you not to marry a mother? Why would dragging of property make you not to be a only brother you have? For 3 years now, I was brought up well. You are brought up well to keep your mother for 3 years. The people of 114.
So he spent 17 days in Rivers State. Yeah, doing his thank you tour. So he's returned back to Abuja. But hang on, why is everybody not asking for Kolu? Kolu left Nigeria since after Christmas, Boxing Day, Abi. That's like how many days now? Kolu has been away for over 2 weeks. And he's stuck in France. He's been in France. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, he returned back to Abuja this evening. They're all big boys. They fly private jets. Yeah, they fly private jets. Once you're at that level, so they leave. 17 days of just pure political, jives and jargons. So it's back to Abuja, and Abuja people would have to actually deal with him in the next few days before he's going to return back, because to him, they've already started politics. So Fubara that returned back to the country yesterday was at the church service today. I think they are doing a military something remembrance, right? And he reminded us that all those rants of Wike, they are the rants of a man in the dark who's got no idea what is about to hit him. And because of his own personality, he is not going to be going barking like him.
When we were marking the New Year dinner, I said something that dogs bark when they don't understand. Now, see, I think a lot of you don't understand, and that's the reason why I don't shout, I don't complain. I know what I have. I know that I have what is supreme, and that is God. So, I want everyone to be relaxed. What is important is peace for this dear state. And we'll get it by the special name of God. So please, I don't put
nuisance lele. Nuisance lele.
And so that one going to talk like Mumu. No head, no tail. But he remained with Wike's nemesis still. Whatever they have in stock. Ken Okonkwo, on the other hand, believes that Wike doesn't really forgive. Okay? And this is why, if people have to actually deal with them, they should just kind of get rid of them, all of them. And of course, he's promoting his own ADC too.
You see, what is happening in River State is symptomatic of what is happening in APC, the failed political party. I remember I told people that they will implode. A child that is born today will tell you that two captains cannot command a ship. Then you, the APC, you took Mike and made him 001 PDP in River State. And you went and took Fubara and made him 001 APC. And I've told Nigeria that PDP, APC, they are two heads of a monster. That is the PDAPC, which Tinubu propounded during his campaign in the 2023 election. Now, he is now moving ahead, trying to unify PDP and APC. And that is what is going to implode the APC. Because you can't bring old wine and put in a new wine skin. What is happening in River State is that there is a godfather who is unforgiven and who will not forgive. And there is a godson that does not just want to be a slave. Are you talking about agreements he made in PDP in law? The only time you cannot litigate a case is when they are of the same parties, the same issues. Now, if Fubara made any agreement with you in PDP, and the APC took him and gave him new agreement, that your agreement with him can no longer stand because it's not with the same parties and with the same people. In any case, when you enter into a contract by coercion, by force, there was no consensus ad idem because one party was forced to agree to the terms. So whatever is their agreement, I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, the welfare and security of the River State people is my primary concern. They should stop using the resources and the power of Rivers people against the Rivers people. What they are doing, both Fubara and Mike, is not working well for the security and welfare of the Rivers people. If two of them cannot get their acts together, let two of them step aside so that the Rivers people can see and forge a new life. What is all this issue about using their own disagreement to destroy the security and welfare of Rivers people? I'm getting pissed off. Both Fubara, both Mike, let both of them step aside. If they cannot agree, that new people will come and become in charge of Rivers State. I am not siding any of them. How can a godfather and a godson not agree? So they should stop using their quarrel because it's affecting the Rivers people negative. If they can't get their acts together, let two of them get away. If two of them cannot get away, whichever one that wins, let the person go. I don't have any business supporting any of them. The solution is very simple.
Àmọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ gbé kalẹ̀ yìí ó dàbí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tí ọpọlọ rẹ̀ yòrò tàbí ẹni tí Ọlọ́run fi síbi aláṣà àwọn ọpọlọ rẹ̀ bí ọpọlọ ikú. Ó jọ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò má rárá.
So let the two of them step aside if they cannot agree. So if they agree, Rivers people are the losers. If they don't agree, Rivers people are the losers. So yeah, if they can get rid of all of them, then maybe the Rivers people can, of course, see clearly. It's not wrong, but agreed. No, they shouldn't agree. Because this Safa is now preaching. They are among those, according to him, is one of those recruited for the Muslim tickets in 2023. And since he collected money, preached the Muslim tickets, things have not remained the same. Every policy of Tinubu is looking like it's targeted against the people. So right now, free of charge, this Safa is saying he's going to do it free of charge in campaigning against this call.
Wani shugaban kasa ne wannan? Kai polisin ka gaba ɗaya na azaba ne. Duk wani abu da za ka kawo sai dai ka kuntata mai ‘yan Najeriya. Kuma ni a wannan matsalar shugaban kasar nan ko tsakanina da Allah bana ganin laifin shi. Ai Bahaushe yana cewa in ɓera da sata. Wai ina malaman da suka ce ai Muslim. Yanzu wai idan zaɓe zo da wani fuska za ku kalli mutane wai. Da wata fuska za ku kalli mutane. Ni ɗin nan da nake muku magana na rantse da Allah ina da cikin wanda aka ɗauke mu je jaha a Najeriya. Mu je mu yi tallan Muslim. Kuma wallahi mun je. Kuma da Allah to tsakani da Allah an ce maka musulmi da musulmi. A matsayinka da musulmi yau za ka kyamaci musulmi da musulmi tsakani da Allah za ka kyamaci musulmi da musulmi kuma da muka je mu ba wa'azi muke yi ba duk garin da muka sauka za mu ci a tara mana limaman juma'a a tara mana yan agaji a tara mana hakimai da dakatai mu gaya musu manufa kyakkyawa da ake ita muslim aka ɗauke muka kewaya in aka yi jiha biyu da kai sai aje ka a ɗauko wani har cewa muke da Allah ne su fita a fita da mu saboda akwai allowance wannan ina gaya muku har da Allah mun yi wannan abu kuma sun shugabanninmu sai suka yi shiru mu ƙananan suka tura mu.
Everybody goes to speak in tongue. I remember, I think it was in 2020. It was more or less like about 5 years after APC took power and they've rigged Bokwari aid for second term. And I said, if you come to think of it, if you can flash back to 2015, when this change of a thing was all over the place, Baba, Nigeria Association of Witches and Wizards, they endorsed APC change. Prostitute Association of Nigeria, they endorsed APC. All funny kind of group of people, actually openly. I'm talking about placing advert in the national dailies to endorse APC. None of them saw that it was going to bring this much ruins upon them. Fast forward to 5 years later, majority of them are now like threatening. The witches and wizards, they don't get energy anymore. They beat it past everybody, Lara. The hunger that they faced in the last decade is undescribable. That's why I remember then I said, it is only the APC that came, deceived, and scammed Nigerians, the young, the old, educated, uneducated, the spiritualists, the afars, the pastors, all these people, right? Including witches and wizards. There is no consequences, Coco. You know what I mean? So now you see this Alpha doing Muslim tickets. Some of you have no idea the kind of preaching and the hostility that followed the 2023 elections in northern part of Nigeria. Even still, they couldn't really put the number to make Tinubu president without Mahmoud Yakubu. They were so hostile. They were telling people that if you are not going to vote for APC, you better don't even come out and vote at all. And most of these things are not actually covered. They told them, if you vote against this ticket, Muslim ticket, you are considered as enemy of Islam. And I'm not making this up. Ask those who are from the core north, mostly part of the middle belt as well. Ask them. There were people who there were communities who got ransacked and attacked to ensure that, because they believed that they were never going to vote for Muslim ticket. Due to the preachings of this kind of people. They paid them money. They mobilized so much money into different mosques in northern Nigeria. They were preaching hatred, violence in support of Tinubu and APC, Muslim tickets. It didn't take a year before majority of them started having what they call the buyer's remorse. They started regretting. Suddenly they started making videos, started complaining, telling us how they were deceived. Really? Were you? You are not. Because those with the wicked left in rivers, in their own case, they are going to come back later and tell you that, we're deceived. They're not. They're singing. When they finish there, though, right? Just pray that they are safely returned back to their homes, right? Because if they get kidnapped, I don't think whatever they paid them will be enough to pay their ransom. And those who call them out, those who came to dance for, I'm not really going to go and get them out. Somebody was calling us Abuja. That's Abuja, the retired, maybe it's retired Niger Delta militants, Abuja. So a couple or so were kidnapped, right? And in the process of trying to pay them the ransom, they contacted us Abuja. Abuja now spoke with the kidnappers. And once the kidnappers heard his name, they were just like, it's you, they were so nice, and they had to let the people go. So the brother of the victims is kind of like calling to say thank you. Inside Nigeria, this is what it is like. Just don't get kidnapped, all right?
How much did they pay us? How much? Within 24 hours, they release them immediately. Yes. I tell them, no touch them, no sleep with them, no do anything. Because they like to sleep person if they carry.
So God will always bless you.
Amen.
God will always protect you.
Amen. 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 Oh yes. Now what did God create me for? Oh yes. Thank you so much. No problem. Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's okay. My first, now somebody a woman will kidnap her carry. My husband, brother, they called me now. They thank me. From 30 million, they come down to 5 million. As I enter the matter, they bring the number I call. Not before River State happen. For Imo State. As I put call, introduce myself to the kidnappers. As I call my name, Nai Hala, Abu Sobri Chorobi, the kidnapper Hala. I said, now you said, Daddy, you don't know us, but we know you. The queen of the seraph, now you, I said, now my sister, no touch her. That person won't go. They said, Daddy, for this call, where you call us, we don't go touch her. We don't surrender. Daddy, give us anything. And Daddy, I beg. I tell the people where they bring 2 million. They bring 2 million. Because already the number they beg, they bring 2 million. I said, well, where you? Follow me. I enter Imo State, secret. Deliver, call them, they come out. The first thing they ask, Amusu will respect you. Amusu will give you your way. Government no go use me catch anybody. Government no go use me go arrest anybody. Unless na me come for the person. Or the person come for me, I come for him. I have said for to use me make I catch person for you. I no go do it. As I talk with them, 3 of them come out for the junction where they tell me. As they come out, they see me. I carry car, come down. I wonder make they see them. Amusu of them I said at me. They cross. One of them hold me, Daddy, and they see you for everywhere. Where our money, I give them. Immediately they put call. They carry the woman come and hand over. No police, nothing. I come back home. Within 24 hours on a day here for radio, the husband brother called me. And then they announce her. No be me they do it, not God. No be my power. No be by gara. Not God. Now make a tell her. I know where wo no get chuku kama. And I hear them. Kanye bawa leka. Uche chuku gine. Kanye bawa leka. Uche chuku gine. True. Amara wuna. Ogade kole bube. See, everything na God, no be by power, no be by mind, by the Spirit of God. I be activist, I be freedom fighter. My duty is to
recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them by illiteracy. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun
who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor.
The farm. That's Nigeria of 2026. Whatever you do, please don't get kidnapped. The next story I'm about to share with you is a sad one. As a lot of people are kind of reminiscing on their dirty December trip to Nigeria, right? Others are beginning to rue it in such a way that a tragedy happened in Lagos a few days ago. And this happened to the renowned author, publisher, Chimamanda Adichie. She lost her son, 21-month-old son, to what is called the medical negligence in Lagos. Such is her story. The one is shared on social media, how the event actually happened. So Chimamanda, her husband, and their son traveled to Nigeria like everyone else went. And then the child had a crisis, according to her, something that they were planning to take the child back to the US for proper medical care, but they needed the local doctors to stabilize him for that flight. Now, here said, my son will be alive today. Chimamanda, she said, my son will be alive today, if not for an incident at OUK Hospital on the 6th of January. We were in Lagos for Christmas. Nkanu had what we first thought was just a cold, but soon turned into a very serious infection. He was admitted to Atlantis Hospital. He was to travel to the US the next day, January 7th, accompanied by traveling doctors. A team at Johns Hopkins was waiting to receive him in Baltimore. The Hopkins team had asked for a lumbar puncture test and an MRI. The Nigerian team had also decided to put in a central line used to administer IV medications in preparation for Nkanu's flight. Atlantis Hospital referred us to OUK Hospital, which was said to be the best place to have the procedures done. The morning of the 6th, we left Atlantis Hospital for OUK. Nkanu carried in his father's arms. We were told he would need to be sedated to prevent him from moving during the MRI and the central line procedure. I was waiting just outside the theater. I saw people, including Dr. M, rushing into the theater and immediately knew something had happened. A short time later, Mr. M came out and told me Nkanu had been given too much propofol by the anesthesiologist, had become unresponsive and was quickly resuscitated. Suddenly, Nkanu was on a ventilator. He was intubated and placed in the ICU. The next thing I heard was that he had seizures, cardiac arrest. All this had never happened before. Some hours later, Nkanu was gone. It turns out that Nkanu was never monitored after being given too much propofol. The anesthesiologist had just casually carried Nkanu on his shoulder to the theater. So nobody knows when exactly Nkanu became unresponsive. How can you sedate a sick child and neglect to monitor him? Later, after the central line procedure, the anesthesiologist casually switched off Nkanu's oxygen. And again, decided to carry him on his shoulder to the ICU. The anesthesiologist was criminally negligent. He was fatally casual and careless with the precious life of a child. No proper protocol was followed. We brought in a child who was unwell but stable, scheduled to travel the next day. We came to conduct basic procedures, and suddenly our beautiful little boy was gone forever. It was like living your worst nightmare. I will never survive the loss of my child. We have now heard about 2 previous cases of this same anesthesiologist overdosing children. Why did Eurocare allow him to keep working? This must never happen to another child. Chimamanda. 21-month-old boy. Our condolences, because I don't even know how to feel, by the way. So I am going to possibly just wrap it up that way, all right? Then open the line, because I really want to know, number one, this new change of space, as well as let's see how the line also works, okay? So if you have to go, of course, you can. Please remember to like the broadcast, okay, share it. And if you have 1 or 2 things to also contribute to this conversation tonight, see that number in the screen, right? Please use it. And you may be speaking to, speaking with me in the next few minutes. I will be back in a minute, right? So I think I have a first caller tonight. Hello there.
Hello, good evening. My name is Con.
Oh, did you say Paul?
Yeah, I'm calling from Canada.
I didn't grab the name, but anyway, good evening to you.
My name is Kola. I'm calling from Canada.
Ademola from Canada. Is that right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Brilliant. So, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, everybody can hear you now, Baba. Please.
Yeah, let me quickly talk about this. The 2027 election. When I listen to what Tambuwal, the speech to Tambuwal said on his birthday, you realize, as you rightly said, that everything was pointing towards Atiku's presidency. Mm-hmm. And with my little knowledge, I know about Nigeria, because everything the election in Nigeria is not about right from Tinubu, from the day Buhari became the president, was not about performance, was not about, it's all about turn by turn, it's our turn, it's like something like that. So nobody really care about whether you perform or not. It's all about sentiment.
You have something to offer per se, per se.
It's all about sentiment, whether you are from some. So now, what Tinubu is praying, that's what Tinubu is praying for, because Tinubu, apart from rigging election, Tinubu is planning to bank on whipping sentiments, ethnic, all this ethnic division too. That's why he's packing all the southern governors to his side, so that because their calculation is that ADC, because they know that ADC is formed around Tinubu, around Atiku's ambition. So once Atiku pick that ticket, then they will now make it not versus south contest. You will not be here.
It's easy.
You will not be hearing Buhari did it ACS. Now it is the turn of the South. They should allow South to do the and then our people they give in easily to all this sentiments, all this nonsense they're talking about.
Easily predictable, sir. Yeah, because they always have different campaigns. In northern Nigeria, right? They will be telling them that, you know what? Why don't you let him do his 4 years again, okay? And then the power will come to you for 8 years. In the southern part of Nigeria, they will be telling them that the North is desperate for power to cheat the South. And you know that they actually thrive in division. So this is probably going to be the another most divisive election we are going to see.
Yeah, it does. Then I'm an obedient. In fact, that last election, I instructed all my family members to vote for Peter Obi. And then I became an obedient, not just for two things. Right. One, among all the major candidates in that 2003 election, he was it may not, it was the better one, the better option. Right. And again, we thought, okay, because it's from the Southeast, let the Southeast have the taste of this, their power, of this, their something like that. Now, and then this same Peter Obi, and many people share the same, because many of the obedient, like some of the people that joined our obedient, they joined the obedient not because of Peter Obi per se, because they saw him as a better option, than Tinubu, and as better than Tinubu or Atiku. Now, if the mistake Peter Obi made was that immediately after the is the only one, as you say, is the only one that can pull through crowd from the electorate among them. The genuine one. Now,
is the only one.
Now, that is why, if you remember, that's the problem. That's everybody. If you look at the body language, that's why Showore was saying that if he was the one that had that support, that the army of support that Peter Obi has, he will have taken this establishment to their to their bone marrow. But now, what I expected from Peter Obi that after election was to leverage on that support, start consulting with people of like mind. Because the problem Peter Obi has Showore is that Showore thinks that needs somebody to convince him, to convince some of them that this particular candidate, you are not part of the establishment. You share their own. Since all of them are for one Nigeria, then which one Nigeria are you for? Is it the one Nigeria that wants the status quo to remain, or the one Nigeria that wants to change, to do something different? Now, that's the role I expected Peter Obi to do, to reach out to those people that want a departure from the way the establishment people are running the country. Then they can now form an alliance. It will be an alliance of serious people. For example, you can't expect me to support an alliance where Peter Obi will be the vice president, and then a vice president just like an extra tire. Once they get that, these northern people, once they get that power, they know how to use power. Tambuwal was saying about you. Tambuwal was telling us that I can't be in a party, I can't be in the government where the Igbos will not. When you look at the first 10, where Igbo will not be there. Was Tambuwal not alive when Buhari was there? When was Tambuwal not was there when Buhari packed his people from first one everything there? Did he condemn Buhari?
They are all hypocrites in that sense.
They were not alive. So why? So these people, what they just want to use Obi as fight to get the obedience into the fold, get the power. Then
do you think that is going to work? Your own, do you think it's going to work?
That is
like the obedient will just have to
that is no, that is it. That's why I said that if with the way ADC they are playing their game, they are paving way for Tinubu's second term. That is the way, because if Tinubu Tinubu won 2023 election because of because of Atiku's desperation for power, and the same desperation for power we feel. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. I know we can continue with this. There are others on the line as well. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of the evening. Okay, have a great week.
Okay.
So, hang on. I think this is the Prince JJ Man, representing. Is that you? Okay. Now, I think the line won't connect Prince for some reason. Okay, keep trying though. Let's see. Can you hear me?
POB for life.
That's him. Good enough. I lost you there again, but you can hear me now, yeah?
Very loud and clear, Baba.
Beautiful. So welcome to the temple.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, how are Tukano Mike?
The Prince.
You need a Mr. Get now. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, Baba Tinubu, the president, grab it, snatch it, and run away, president. He has been running, nobody knows where he is. Since he's been carrying classmate, they call us Mudura. Since where Trump.
Do you know that they actually pronounce it as a Mahuro? Mahuro. Me, I always call him Maduro. It's actually pronounced as a Mahuro.
Okay, Mahiro.
Mahiro.
Okay.
Anyway, go on.
Since where Trump grab that one, snatch and run away. Since that time, Kolo has been missing. Nobody knowing location. In GPRS, nobody.
The country been in that country for 2 weeks now, and he's just there. That's where he spent his new year, and he's still there.
First time in the history of Nigeria, the president will be outside his country in New Year Day. First time since independence. Yeah, his house is burning fire. Papa, that his house is burning fire. He's outside. Is that Papa? Is he okay? I think you go ask yourself. Did you hear me? I hope you are hearing me.
We can all hear you, all of us. I do with you.
Oh, great. You see, what is I want to tell him? Say he can run, but he can never hide for the American satellite. America, their eye there everywhere. This one when he hold Nigeria for neck. He put in neck for every Nigeria. He go remove him by thunder, by fire. Because Biafra no go surrender to for a nail on our neck. That is one. Baba. Two, we say, I want to ask Nigerians. After the 2023 election, they were shouting restructuring, electoral reform. Everything, they don't forget them.
2027, everybody they rush now.
Everybody they rush to. And I see the same old structure where we say INEC. INEC will give power to whom he like, then tell you to go to court. The same structure in place, so, and everybody is shouting obedience, articulator. Eh? I never see this kind of madness in my life. Eh? Now they ask them, say, where are they going? The same old madness is what is repeating itself. And they think that they can push away the incumbent just like that. When they are building houses for the judges in advance, giving them billions of dollars in advance. INEC giving them billions of dollars in advance, and they are the one that nominate INEC. Nothing independent about INEC.
Former INEC don't become ambassador. INEC chairman is now an ambassador.
Exactly. So this current one gonna say, if you do work well, if you serve well, the ambassador they ain't go get. And you see Nigerians, they are talking about 2020. Everybody is warming up, talking about will be go to ADC. But will be like saying Atiku, Tambuwal go give the power. You see this kind of madness. Tambuwal where they talk, you don't see and say Atiku.
You know what they tell them? What they make me reason again? This is where you just talk now, the prince. Is that they were all very much about, even Peter Obi himself said, nobody waste their time about any next election without a proper electoral reform and even a possible constitutional reform. They all said it too.
Exactly.
2.5 years later, they are all still going to have to play by the rules that Tinubu and his gang will set.
Have set in place.
Chai.
You see, still Tambuwal na the 9 minutes now betray week. We can never recover from that betrayal today. And the weekend now is the shouting agreement. But here and the Tambuwal made the agreement. The money we give Tambuwal, the whole money from River State, now I carry give Tambuwal to hold not for him. But when they reach for primary there, 9 minutes, Tambuwal carry and put on that train. Put them on that train for.
Since then, he never recovered. Right?
He never see today. Never recover. Now for River State, there's agreement. There's agreement. There's agreement. The one we do for North. Why no hold the agreement? Why no track them for North? When they put her on that train for there, they come for East. They do agreement is agreement. You know, agree. I no go agree. It's madness. I think they say, Baba. Wike is don't already. Now the Kolo don't already use and finish. Kolo self don't put them on that train now. Because the way we be now, you know. Yes, now the way we be, you know, they said Fubara, we was the entire APC. They are terrorist organization.
That one too slow for my this way. Say anything way you talk to like serious heart. The same guy that came out and threw all his own supporters under the bus. They are all going back now, running after him again. Sure you get. But the other day said all they are doing, accusing Wike, doing protests. It didn't send them. Now that will the whole world.
Well, what do you talk now? Just like waiting, Kenneth Okonkwo talk. All of them are devil agreement that they do. You understand? So make them bury themselves. Let the dead bury themselves. That is just the way when we finally we no go do any betting on their head. Only say week the whole world hate her, even heaven hate her. Like for this in pride, and just the people, that's just the pepper people for body. They say nobody fit talk to her. Go wound anybody. Now just that in pride. But apart from that, now devil that they are devil agreement because at the end of the day, the Subara nole, Wike nole. You understand? Now people of Rivers, all of them they just sing, they do compose music every day. You know. So my ego. Thank you, Jare. Now yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and finally, my ego, excuse me, I want to say rest in peace, the son of Shima Amanda. Okay, and also I want to remind them that Mazen and the Kano, we are with him in the spirit. spirit, body, and soul. You know, and being that
54th day that they have, they have, illegally convicted him, and they have been doing everything as well to frustrate his efforts of appeal, because they are all putting an arrangement that is going to make Tinubu a hero by saying, "Oh, I've pardoned Nnamdi Kanu." Something they are now putting in the shovel of part of their political game for 2027. I heard people are saying, "Oh, Nnamdi Kanu has now been forgotten." No. No. The thing is that Nnamdi Kanu has exposed the rots already. Now these guys are now probably like working what they want to do, what they call the saving phase. How Tinubu is going to now say, "I have hereby pardoned Nnamdi Kanu."
My ego, Tinubu, they wasting time because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the Christian genocide in Nigeria. You understand? Because 100% of Biafrans, IPOB that they are slaughtering are all Christians. Hashtag Christian genocide. Nobody in the whole world they think about.
That's right.
You know, so they are wasting their time. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of conscience as far as the world is concerned. Thank you very much, my
God bless you. You have a good night, okay?
You,
the Prince.
You too, Baba. Bye.
So that's Prince George Man, brethren, and another comment. Hello.
Hello, Mayego.
Hello, ma. How are you?
My dear, Angelic Lonsoro. My number, my change my number.
Happy New Year, ma.
Please give me one. Happy New Year. How is family?
Well, we thank God, though, and how is yours as well, ma?
They bless God, though. Mayego is fine. Mayego, though. Mo fẹ́ béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé kí ni bàbá yìí máa sábà sọ? Ṣé ó mọ́pọlọ wá ní àbí báwo? Because kò sí ẹ̀yẹ ní irú distraction, confusion. Okay. Now make I start from Obi. Jẹ́ kí n sọ broken so that everybody go hear me well. Obi ta gbé síta tó fún wa ní 1 month láti lọ kọ́kọ́ wò bóyá ó ní any fault. At the end of the day, wọ́n gbé yẹ̀wò, wọ́n try, wọ́n rí nǹkan kan. Wọ́n ní Obi ni. Gbogbo wa rọ́ lọ gbà because I be call obedient. Àbí àṣàdẹ̀ lè rí nǹkan tó dáa ká dẹ̀ ní ìtò ìdáníká lọ. This same Obi now. Just like Jordan Kola said, mo fẹ́ béèrè. Ṣé dandan ni tí Obi wá lọ? Because all these people wey dey Obi side, no be dem support the language for inside prison. So, we want to make Nigeria good.
If Obi becomes president, he's already said it. Especially, the Bible lists as obedience, right? You remember that Obi himself kind of made it clear. One of the reasons why Shore sort of like, disagreed with him. Obi said, you do not open your shop or leave your shop open and start chasing after a thief that just stole something from your shop. Because by the time you come back, others might have looted your shop. So his own idea is, whatever they have looted, fine. But from his own time, nobody will steal again. A kind of an idea that doesn't really sit well with a lot of people. Like, what do you mean? They can't keep
No, it doesn't fit well with me. Except if he will tell me when he become president, both his vice and everybody will put them in jail.
Exactly. So it's not going to go after the thieves. And I think it's part of the theory of or what they build their idea of going to join coalition on. You get what I mean? Like, I know these people are this. I can assure all of you that if I am president, they will never steal again. That's
my ego.
I say so we can break it up and see. Handle problem.
I then.
You know what I mean?
Carry breaking up here, gun. That's the solution. Because the truth is, we cannot say we want something to be good, right? And at the end of the day, we are sweeping out debt, and at the same time, we are matching it inside again. So what is the essence of sweeping it out? You understand what I'm trying to say? Because every year, January, February, you will see the confusion, you will see the distraction, you will see the manipulation, you will see the way some local. Then before you know, that will not be what we sit with people. Some of you middle of the year, your mama everybody would have forgotten it. Fine. It is well. That is number one. Number two. When is Trump coming back again? Because anytime I ask this question, my husband will be laughing and say, see, people are dying.
Yeah.
People are dying, and these people that are there, they are not doing anything. They are just running up and down for 2027. Me, I have not seen a normal human being that will just say the problem I have in my house, I don't want to solve it, and I'm looking for another problem in the next 2-3 years to come and add to it. You people are not capable to take care of this country, and you are still fighting. And see the fools, all of them, they are there carrying flag on your mandate. Which mandate? The person they are turning on their mandate is in that country with them.
No. And it doesn't have to. It's clear to all of us that it doesn't have to be Nigeria to rule Nigeria. Did you know that they have said that? They say it could rule
Giant of Africa.
Bukwari started.
Giant of Africa.
Patriotic Nigerians accepted it. Your president can rule anywhere. As if to say anywhere is like, he's there on the business of the country. No, he's there on health ground.
No.
Angelic, health ground.
Health ground.
He's sleeping in the country because he's sick.
So now, why can't my president? Maybe they use billions of dollars to take care of the hospital in As's own rock. So he cannot be in that As's own rock that he had already built. He cannot be there to take care of himself.
Nigeria there's a general. This one general. That one general. And you are wondering like
last.
For a country of 50
million people. Last. I'm a queen. Last.
That's the way we can solve our problems, Angelic, right? A lot of people don't know that this is the only way. Nigeria's problem is man-made. Everything happening in Nigeria is intentional. Nothing happens by accident. Nothing. If you pay attention very well, you know that it's exactly, when people say Nigeria is not working, some will say maybe for you, because Nigeria is working for some people, despite the fact that Nigeria is working for all people.
For everybody.
They say it's working for some. And when you meet those that Nigeria is working for, you can't tell them Nigeria is not working and they will agree with you. But if all of us handle our problems in our own way, here you get. If anybody loves to protect their own terrorists, their own looters, and their own criminals, it's up to them. You can't blame other people for why you are protecting yours. But with Nigeria, they are all protected. Even if you don't like your leaders, Nigeria will say they are your leaders, and there's nothing you can do about it. Many people have made governors that people rejected, but because Abuja approved it, they are governors today in Nigeria. How is that a country?
I don't even know. Now look at it. Who will tell me that Otti is not working in Abia State? For Otti to come outside and say everything is doing, Otti is just painting it, and people are there backing Otti up.
Ex-convict, somebody that stole.
He now came out to say everything he has done. Otti is painting it, and people are backing him up. Nigeria was 20 years backward. In fact, meet up with 2026. I want meet 2050 something. Nigeria see one in 2026. Go far gone. Nigeria. Hey. It is well, yo.
Yeah, well, I can't believe. Angelic, thank you so much, man.
My dear. Michael, please, though, I need Princess number, please. I want to talk to her.
Okay.
My princess.
Let me quickly do something. Right, because that's the only way I think I can remember. So I want to make sure that I'll text you or call you, ma.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Can you nice?
Okay, my dear, yeah, take care.
That caller on the line. Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, my good evening from here.
Good evening. Oh, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
We have seen Nigeria, and for us that listeners and true Nigerians, we believe that we don't want Nigeria anymore. For me, I don't want Nigeria anymore. For me, I want Nigeria to scatter. To scatter pieces like share.
Now, all of us go affect. How about Nigeria go their separate ways amicably? That one seems kind of.
That's what I'm talking about.
When you say Nigeria scatter, it's not one place. So Nigeria is already scattering right now.
No, my good. Okay, listen now. Okay. You are Yoruba now, first before Nigeria.
That's right.
Or Dudua first before Nigeria. I'm Igbo first before Nigeria. No, so when you scatter to your tent, oh Israel, I can find my people. You find your people. Right. We resolve everything and start ruling ourselves and do our things the way it's supposed to be, like human beings, instead of this animalistic way they are doing things. For example, from what this sister just said, last night I came across YouTube, one YouTube where this guy, Ojus Okalo, was saying all these things, and I saw people standing there shouting. Then what went to my mind is like, it's now obvious that the leaders of Nigeria today or before and tomorrow, they never want Nigeria any good thing for Nigerians. Look at how Abia State was 3 years ago, and look at how where Abia State is now and how it is now in 2 years. Everything is working normal, and a lot of things. You see people obeying traffic, people doing their things normal, and somebody that was there for 24 years controlling, like Otis Okalo control the two people that came after him. So that's 24 years. They couldn't do this. And somebody now is doing it, and they are telling you that person is not doing it right. And you can see it. Not that those people in Abia, they are blind. Because when Abia State succeed, Igbo people have succeeded. Because Abia State was the place, Aba was the place all Igbos started their life after the war. So when Aba succeed and look good, Igbo people have succeeded, because that is the hub of industrialization of Igbo people after the war, 1970. And somebody came out and keep on telling people what you're seeing, the evidence is full everywhere, and that the person in charge is not doing well, that Abuja is not happy, that Tinubu is not happy. And people are still there. No pure water is there.
Yeah, something. To the credit of the people of Abia State, they haven't spoken against their governor. You see, the likes of Uzo Kalu and others, from my own understanding, are in the minority. And for the level of rigging and manipulation that they can still do in a small space is why you are still hearing about him. So so far so good. The response of people who actually resides inside Abia, it's like Oji is challenging them, not even the governor. So they are now the ones who are like, Baba.
Is dangerous. Even allowing them to stand talking is very, very dangerous because you know these people, they want media attention. At the end of the day, they will rig the election and tell that there's a lot of. You will go back to the media and see that people are around them. So they should not allow them to stand to talk. They should stone them. They should not gather. They will push. You see what Tinubu did to other people at Lagos. First of all, he never allowed his son to build any billboard for them. Number two, they never allowed them to gather. So no need for them to gather because when they gather, they need numbers. This is what they need. They know what they are doing. So it's very, very risky. We cannot fold our arms looking at them gathering. It's dangerous. So they will not see any reason to rig the election. That's my take. For them to be in minority or not.
Just one quick thing again.
Right? Yeah.
If we use the template of what Tinubu did in Lagos, they still lost. Remember? Despite all of that old thinking, right? And when you look at the people of Abia State, right? They're actually more like intimidated. If you remember, they were more intimidated when disobedience were kind of like shaking them. But PDP still lost. APC lost. So I'm going to say, let's give the people the benefit of the doubt. And I want to believe that some of them actually feels the same way you feel. But I don't think violence is by any means something.
No, it's not being violent directly.
Right.
Just, we Igbos, we know how to do things. We boom them. We boom them in Igbo land when you're talking and people are walking away. They do it in the churches, in villages. Right. In Igbo land, in churches, in the village, when the reverend father or the pastor is not saying what is right, the people will leave. Oh, you see, old women, they will be leaving the church. They will leave.
You know, let's take that one. Like
they will. Yeah, just show them that they are this. We are not satisfied with them. All we don't want them. We do it in Igbo land. When they are talking, people will put palm leaf in their mouth. When people do that, they will understand the message. You know, so that's my take this evening. Thank you so much, Mayegu.
Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, enjoy the rest of the evening as well.
Yeah.
And let's take this. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, my yay.
Baba.
My yay.
Baba. How are you, Baba?
My yay. Emelo Mukwe. This is my first time calling.
Oh, bless you. We usually welcome our first time callers with
and this is Tommy Line International from Los Angeles, California.
Oh, beautiful. Can I take that again, sir? The name?
Just say Tommy Line.
Tommy Line
International
from
Los Angeles, California.
Mm-hmm.
Try no, but I never miss any of your.
Go on, sir.
You can go through lẹ́yìn ètò profile me. Mo man follow a back to back me.
God bless you.
Well, long story short, thank you for the good work you are doing.
Thank you, sir.
Mi ń sọ fún mi pé iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ẹ ṣe ní Glasgow gbogbo àgbáyé lórí pa ẹ̀. Now, let me come back to our lingua franca.
Yes, sir.
You see, Tinubu, more drop comment convention.
Right.
Tinubu have a very robust intel about what's going to happen to him. So you guys should not be shocked or surprised about his sudden disappearance. You get it?
I'm with you, sir.
I will bust your bubble. So many things about this motherfucker. What he put 250 Nigerians into, God will never forgive his lineage. Because I have not seen a man so wicked and cruel to this extent. All he knows about is how to buy people, how to get money from left, right, and from all angles.
On the world.
This election, see everybody is running about Nigeria election. The election is not old. Put it down. Because there is revolution going on in the world today. And President Donald Trump is championing it, either good or bad. The good thing about this man is that before he does things, he will give you some warning and give you some time to act. Then if you fail to act, he will go for you. He will definitely go for you. See that strike in Sokoto? I wonder people that are expected to have high intel about the strike. Somebody like my brother Sowore still joined them in saying America didn't hit target. America had 105-degree target. The percentage is more than 100.
Since that time,
yes.
Nakurawa, Mamuda, Shokoto, they are and this is a fact. The only thing is that America is targeting this, this ISWAP affiliates. They are not coming for the full terrorists that goes into our communities. This is something that the Nigerian army could have leveraged on and go after the Fulani terrorists who are killing people here and there, right? Because America is targeting ISWAP, not even the Fulani terrorists yet.
My brother, I'm here in America. If America is going to strike, they don't need anybody's intel.
No.
This one that they are saying, we work it together with, it's all right. They don't work with the Nigerian, they don't collaborate with Nigerian intel at all. Do you know America controls the communications of the world?
They do.
Do you know every gadget needed to communicate is attached to Google, and Google is here in California? Here in America? They can remote your aircraft in Nigeria not to even move. They have the capability of doing it.
Absolutely.
They can. What are you saying? They can be on your radar, and you will not see them.
That's right.
For real, like a magic. So I just see people just saying things.
Did you see how they disarmed the Chinese?
It was so sophisticated, man.
I'm talking about that thing they disarmed in Venezuela before they got Maduro, because people think they just.
That's what I'm saying too. I know where you are going.
You remember all those things they called the rocket? What's that thing called? Like anti-missile defense system. They disarmed that, and they're the ones who built them all before they finally gained access into the airspace of Venezuela, and they went for Maduro.
Even one helicopter that was shot, they controlled that helicopter with remote, without pilot. So, if somebody, they need everything they need. You see, they are just playing. They are playing games with Nigerians, with Nigerian government, so to say.
Right.
If they say they come to you for this or that, if they ask questions from you, they already have the answer. It's just for people to see them diplomatically.
So we can say they are just giving Nigerian government the opportunity to actually do the job. So Trump
exactly
like dropping every bomb every week. No.
Yeah, just like he's just acting like no.
So they are throwing options for you to ask.
That's right.
You see? So any country they strike, trust me, most times the subject of those countries will be glad they did it. If look, just watch anywhere you see military takeover, they will always have a very good reason to do it. Most times they will have a very good they just have to have a reason to strike.
You will see people
then you see
always going to support and get you.
That is why you see the population of those countries jubilating. Ṣé wọ́n ṣépè sọ Africa ni, especially Nigeria?
I understand.
Ṣé wọ́n ṣépè sọ wá ni? They swear for us.
That's why they are saying that is he a cause? Or, I mean, are we caused? Or we are the cause? Ṣé wọ́n ṣépè fún wa ni? Àbáwá gọ́gọ́ la jẹ́ ìpè yẹn gọ́gọ́ ni, or what have you?
Exactly. I think I will leave that answer to the Mayegu family from the Templars.
To decide.
All Nigerians are saying, look, it's a serious matter. I get grieved every day because of the kind of look I have fought my very bosom precious friends because of this Omo Olodo Igbe that they call Omo Olodo Ide. This man is not a good picture of Yoruba. He's not a good representative of Yoruba.
No.
He's just disgracing everybody here and there.
Yes, sir. It's been 2.5 years. For almost 2 years, the Yorubas used everything, including those who were in the APC. Aketi was still alive then, the Ondo governor at the time, that Amotekun should be armed with proper assault rifles. Bokwari believed that once Amotekun is armed with assault rifles, that's the end of the Fulani advancement, the Fulani terrorist advancement in Yoruba land, and maybe other places too. Because it's going to be a matter of time.
Exactly.
Other regions are going to harm other people too, right? Bokwari denied it. They met him inside Aso Rock, right? And they still denied Yorubas from having these assault rifles to defend themselves. Despite the fact that Amotekun was legally established, though. Amotekun is a creation of an act of parliament, too, right? Bokwari denied us harming our people. Yes, sir. It's been 2.5 years now. A Yoruba man is the president today. We can see what is going on in Ilorin. In Kwara. You see what has happened in Ondo? You see what's going on in Onyo? Amotekun was still only allowed to carry pump action gun. Okay. Cartridge gun. While the terrorists are going.
Some of them even have den guns. Some of them use den guns.
I mean, if tell you about opposing, okay. Said Yoruba is there right now. See, when it doesn't have the power anymore, is that the time we are going
to? Shall I tell you the reason why?
Give us that right, yeah?
Take it so idea from it. I will tell you the reason now.
Please.
Did you see Amatekun in Lagos?
No. And that's intentional.
Okay, when they kill Baba Fash and Otidosa, can you remember Tinubu's statement?
Yes. Where are the cows?
He said, "Where is the cow?" These Fulani people, the Islamic representative of the jihadist terrorists, they are Tinubu's potential cocaine customers.
Yeah.
They are all those ransom money. He gets back from it.
Really? That's new.
Yes. So killing them or going after them is like you have a business, you have a trade, then you have somebody to go and kill somebody that is buying your product from you.
Right. Because I still don't
just think about it.
That is difficult. You are dealing with an existential threat. These guys are armed with AK-47.
It doesn't care.
Why
it doesn't care.
Let the Amotekun carry AK-47 too.
I just told you to kill his customers.
Right.
To
who's going to patronize it? Okay, imagine each of the groups, Lakurawa, Iswa, Boko Haram. Each of those, the members of those wicked terrorist this thing, they have more than 20,000 members each. Now multiply by the amount of drug they take weekly. Who is going to buy it? And when people don't see food to eat, then it's heroin and cocaine they will buy. So it's because the government transaction, that's why my hero is doing it too.
Right. So there's Toilet, thank you so much. Let me take just one more before we call it a night, sir.
Okay.
Yes, it's actually such a pleasure hearing from you, though. All right, Baba.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. I have another caller, though, and this seems to be Prince Adebayo from Sweden. Is that you?
My king.
That's Prince Adebayo. How are you?
I greet you.
The Prince.
I'm good. Let me put down my tea. Let me put down the volume of my tea.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, my king. Good evening. Happy New Year. Yeah.
Same to you, Baba. Same to you.
Baba, it's not easy. It's not easy. This country is not easy.
The one is that Kolu get linked with these people. That's fresh. I need to dig into that.
Kolu did what?
Listen, the reason why Kolu will not let us to defend ourselves against the Fulani terrorists is because somehow they are also his customers who also buy his coke and the other part. So Nigerians are poor right now. They can barely afford money for food, not to talk of spending so much money on DA.
Talk of spending money.
The only rich people now are the terrorists who have so much money from ransom.
Isn't that the same thing?
Shock one won't be.
Isn't that the same thing, Baba? You see, this tax bill that they just implemented, isn't that the same thing as the kidnappers will take citizens. They will collect ransom money, they will release the citizens. The government now organize official tax. The same citizens now they want to collect now. But what happened to all the resources in the country? I think the last one we did there, they don't try and say they will give this man president, but he will leave them, make them in charge of the resources as he did.
Let me tell you something. Let me ask you this, right? Have you not noticed that for the past 3 decades, let's say 30 years now, the rulers of Nigeria have made Nigerians believe that their resources can never take care of them. And they believed.
Exactly.
You know that?
Exactly. Now, that's what I'm saying now.
Baba, they raised generations who are educated and they will tell you that Nigeria is not enough. They will tell you that what is the population of Dubai? How much barrel of crude are you making? What is the population of Tinubu? How much is your crude? You can't compare it to Nigeria because they were raised to believe resources of Nigeria can never prosper Nigerians but themselves.
Exactly. You know, so the thing is, the more we get new presidents, you know, I asked one question last time. I said, is it that there are too many godfathers? So as we get new president, the president will have to be setting his godfather. So the money will not be left to cater to the citizens or to the country. Or why is it that the more presidents we have, the poorer we become? Even, you know that it started from even OBJ, from the days of OBJ. Now after OBJ left, when they were interviewing in Arthur, he said Nigeria has only got, we are not rich because Nigeria population is big. So I'm wondering, what kind of foolish statement is that? When oil money is it's only stupid people that talk like that. In fact, I was disappointed that OBJ became OBJ. Now backing Obi and the rest. You say such a thing on TV, CNN. You know what? You know the sister economy that follow petroleum. If you refine your petroleum, first and foremost, why are you so stupid that you cannot refine your petroleum and distribute to only Africa? This is the same business model. It's not the same business model that Dangote is in. Dangote is going to supply the whole of East Africa and Southern Africa. from South Africa to Zimbabwe to Rwanda, also, all of them are Dangote's customers. Do you know that? Why the whole nation cannot imagine themselves out of poverty? And you are telling me, so it's intentional, that's what I'm saying. So I'm imagining that the same thing, they have now decided that, okay, the resources, so they have shared it, all the godfathers and all the godmothers. So, yeah, so there's not.
They pay nothing, they pay no dime. And they are controlling
$1
billion.
Exactly. And you, exactly. Exactly. And you know that all this oil blocks.
Of the crude oil.
Yeah.
So you get.
Exactly. I know that the majority of these oil blocks are in the north. The northerners own majority of it. And that is what I believe. That's what I believe Tinubu signed, that, okay, this oil money, these people that are in charge, you leave them like that. You go and find your own money. If you agree to that, we'll make it president. So he now decided, okay, he's going to create new money from the people. So he never will chop us, whether they chop us, but are waiting the year. And these people they're not creating anything. They are not doing the road. That's what I was talking about last time. The same road that now embarrassed us with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was not a popular person. Now just by the wayside, nobody will talk about that. You know that. The same medical system has tried Chinaman at the addicted time.
Do you know that the hospital, right?
What is the little they do?
You know the hospital that the commander's son died, right? Actually, getting just the 2% Nigerians. I'm talking about the rich.
Exactly.
You are exactly to that place, Paseo, Baba.
We cannot. And they say Nigeria still happened to her. Nigeria happened to her dear. Nigeria happened to Baba. It is sue me. Baba, where are we? I said, but that's what you know what I was telling you last time. I said these people don't even know how to save their own children. Their blood, they don't know how to save them.
They don't know how to save themselves.
They believe in taking money directly abroad. And okay, now I'm coming to this Obi now. Obi. My question is, let's say Obi becomes president now. He become better. How many years does he have? 8 years. After 8 years, we still not go back to work. Because the same Otti now that is doing things well in Abia now, he removed the retirement benefit for governors, the local retirement benefit. Yeah. You know the reason why Otti and the brother and the rest of them are coming now to come and take the power. So that they can rebuild everything back to. But this country won't get ahead again. If you change it and you stop it forever, we are entered a big hole. I'm trying to say, this big hole. This one man was saying on YouTube, one governor was saying that he was trying to make electricity constant in Akwa Ibom. But when he did everything, provided the road machinery and everything, they now changed the law in Abuja that if you create any electricity, you send it to the national grid. But what are we doing to ourselves? So that means for that to go to the national grid, it will be going to lazy people that are not paying tax in the north. That don't have competency to provide electricity for themselves. Which leaders are commanding, are putting on top their money, but cannot provide regular services for them. But when you are ingenious in the south, and you say you are very clever, you design one thing, they will tell you, I bring it, you share it. The share is not that they are sharing from your side, they will say it directly to the north.
Yes.
So empty spaces.
National grid.
You see the clean roads, national grid. The next thing, I don't know, I want to make sure they scatter the whole place first.
We shall see.
Scatter the whole place, no scatter fresh.
The Prince.
Scatter fresh.
Much,
Baba.
It's such a pleasure to have you again, Baba. So thank you so much, and
Baba,
you have a good evening. Okay?
So much.
And a great week back.
Yeah.
Lovely. So everyone, thank you. And I think this worked, right? That means the phone connections and everything is fine. So to those of you who stayed up to this moment, thank you. The Flora, Prayer Docent, Labart, Irook. I know I can see all your names. Ade Williams, you. People are reporting you, Baba. The African Wahala. I'll see all of you again. Okay, enjoy the rest of your evening. And it's a good night from here.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dódòdó. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Máyégún dáyàrí dáyàrí pòlítíkò. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó. Máyégún dáyàrí Máyégún nàmbà wá. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà gbówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Òkúra olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀gọ̀lọ́mọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì máyé ègún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lúwẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.